Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. And it's good to be back, with you every now and then. And today, I've selected a topic which I'm sure the teachers and students both would want to know. This is regarding the stress which our children and teachers and the school authorities, they all suffer with or from, right? So how to cope with examination stress is my topic for today. And since it's a little longish video, which I'll try to keep as short as possible, I'll straight away go to the presentation. And by the time I set it right for you, let me again give you a very, very warm welcome to my channel. So here it is, how to overcome exam stress. So this is a short presentation. I'll keep it as short as possible. So here goes. Now, overcoming board exam stress. Let me just minimize myself because, yes. So the topic basically is overcoming board exam stress, a comprehensive guide for students and teachers. Board exams can be incredibly stressful for both students and teachers and school authorities as well. I have experienced it as a principal. But if we adopt a holistic approach, which I'm going to discuss shortly, this stress can be managed and even transformed into a positive force for growth. Now, this can be minimized. Stress will always be there. It's something very humane. You cannot get away with that. So, but it can definitely be minimized and managed. So these are my views. These are my suggestions to all you teachers and students as to how to navigate this crucial period. Okay. Now, firstly, because students are the biggest stakeholders of examination, these are the 3 points which I have shortlisted for them. It may sound similar, but there is a minute difference in all of these subheads. First is preparation and mindset, then preparation and strategy, and then preparation and planning. So firstly, we come to preparation and mindset. This first point here is thorough preparation. Now, the studies or the preparation for examination does not start a month or a couple of months prior to the examination date. It has to be practiced throughout the year. You cannot expect miracles towards the end of your the academic year. So if you have been preparing thoroughly, continuously, sincerely, you will feel confident. So firstly, when you have to prepare, you have to feel confident in your understanding of the key, key notes or the key aspects of your syllabus. Because once you are thoroughly prepared, it's going to reduce anxiety manyfold. So you must develop a structured study plan, focus on your weak areas, and take regular practice tests to gauge your progress. Students and teachers must focus on the weak areas. I'll highlight this particular aspect, because if you're good at something, you will definitely manage it easily. But when you're weak at something, you have to work at it. Second is always be positive about yourself. I mean, I'm not trying to say that you go up to the rooftops and shout from there that I'm wonderful, I'm amazing, I'm incredible. No, just try to buck yourself up, boost your own morale yourself, and give yourself realistic aims and also encouraging affirmations. If he can do this, I can do it. If she could do that, I can also do it. So remind yourself of the strengths that you have, and also of those past achievements which you've already won for yourself. The third aspect is to have realistic expectations. So don't aim for unattainable perfection. Set goals which you can achieve, and these goals have to be short term and long term. So if you have these achievable goals for each study session, you will definitely achieve them, and you can celebrate your accomplishments by maybe just having a chocolate or having a little dance to the, to a song which you like, or your favorite song. Then is your strategy, like how will you be planning your study? So build a solid foundation. No house or no building can be made till it has a solid foundation underneath. So understand the key concepts before you dive into practice. Follow on active learning through mind maps, flowcharts, and discussions. And if you want to revise these points, you can pause the video anytime and replay it. Then we have to plan and prioritize, like what is important. I was personally, if I talk about myself, I was weak at history. So I gave more time to history, and I made slots so that before I studied other subjects and towards the end of my study routine, I had history at least 2-3 times on my list. So create a realistic study schedule, allocating time for each subject. Like my favorite subjects were biology, physics, and English. So these I kept a little lesser time because I knew I'll be able to cope up with them. But history, civics, and chemistry was slightly difficult for me. So I gave them more time. So when you prioritize these challenging topics and you also have more and more revisions, I'm sure it makes you feel confident. And the more you practice, the better it is. So we already know there's a very famous dictum, practice makes you perfect. So solve as many past papers, mock tests, sample questions, whatever. And then if possible, if your teachers agree, show these papers to them, show your performance to them, and then they will be able to fine tune you as to how a particular answer should have been written. Form study groups. That's the best way. If you have friends whom you can bank upon, keep quizzing each other. Clarify your doubts with them, because there you are free. You don't hesitate in asking things from your friends. With teachers, the equation is slightly different, and you can keep boosting each other's morale and motivate each other. Now, planning. This is almost the same. Understand the concept, memorize the facts, and make keywords. Like if the answer is too long or too confusing, try to make certain keywords. Like, for example, there is something which has optimize, maximize, visualize. So OMV, this is my keyword. So if I'm not able to remember either one of them, I try to recollect OMV, optimize, maximize, visualize. So I get these 3 words. Study plans should be according to the time of the day when you can concentrate the most. There are some of us who can study late night. There are some who are early risers who get up early in the morning and study. So make your plan accordingly, whichever time suits you. Do that. Create a schedule which you will be able to follow, not something which you will not be able to follow. And allocate time periods. You make a written timetable, put it somewhere from where you can, keep looking at it easily. Practice exams, I've already said. Try to solve at least the last 5 years papers, and also mock tests. You can even go up to your teachers to make a few sample papers for you. Then you have to do resource management. Utilize diverse learning resources like textbooks, notes, online tutorials, and educational apps, because today everything's available on the net. You can search on Google and you will find ample and lots of material which you can utilize or you can use to better your skills. Study groups. Now, one study group you have of your school, And if you're going to a coaching center, you have more buddies over there. So if you have study buddies, it's going to help you out a lot. Because when you explain things to others, you tend to learn it faster. Okay. Now, other than studies, there are a few more things which need a lot of understanding and a thought. Firstly, you have to maintain a very healthy routine, because a healthy mind can only stay in a healthy body. Have enough sleep, 7 to 8 hours, eat nutritious meals. Mothers should take care of this aspect. And also see that you exercise regularly, because these habits are going to improve your cognitive function and also will give you more resilience against stress. Then practice relaxation techniques. You can have deep breathing exercises, you can have meditation, you can have yoga, anything that can make your mind calm and reduce anxiety. If required, you can seek professional help if your stress and anxiety continue to persist. Over and above this, I feel music, gardening, dancing, all these also help you because they are great techniques to relax your frayed nerves. Give a lot of priority to yourself. Other people are important, undoubtedly, but first and foremost, you have to look after yourself, because when you are fine, only then can you concentrate on the others. So engage in hobbies and activities which you enjoy. Spend time with your loved ones, your friends, your relatives, your cousins, your uncles, your aunts, whoever you are free with, and disconnect from, completely give up on studies for a little while. Also, you need to challenge negative thoughts. So replace doubts about yourself with positive affirmations and focus on your strengths to make continuous, regular progress. Because when you think positively, only then will you be able to act positively as well. Stress management is very important. So you have to be very mindful of things which are going to benefit you, and keep those things, the negativities, at bay from yourself. Relax as much as possible. Keep doing deep breathing. You've studied for half an hour, just shut the book, close it for a while, do a little bit of deep breathing, and try to calm your anxiety. And always understand that if you are anxious, it's not going to help you in any manner. So the more relaxed you are, the better is going to be your attention, and you'll be able to progress more smoothly. Healthy lifestyle, again, the same thing. A lot of physical activity. Keep yourself engaged in something which is fruitful. Always keep giving yourself positive affirmations. Now, other than studies, there are a few more things which we need to think upon and act upon. Time management is again absolutely mandatory. So you need to have a schedule which balances your study time with frequent breaks. Okay. When you create a timetable for yourself, keep enough time for relaxation. It could be social interaction. There's no need to continue studying for 20 hours at a stretch. Take half an hour off, take an hour off, go and meet your friends. Okay. Do things which make you feel happy, and also do not leave things for last minute. Because if you leave things for the end, it's going to be a whole lot stressful. So keep a balanced kind of study schedule for yourself. Breaks are important to avoid burnout, and you need to engage in hobbies. And at this particular moment, the parents, friends, siblings must be there to make the student realize and understand that they are not alone, and marks and grades are not everything in life. That's not the end of your life. So you're not alone. You have your family, you have your friends, you have your well-wishers, and they have to continuously make the student feel that he or she is not alone, and that he or she can very ably manage the exams and papers. Other than parents and teachers, there are counselors in school, or there are friends. So if a child is feeling overwhelmed, these people can pool in their resources, they can step into the life of the child and try to make the child feel unburdened. Let them talk to you. Let them unburden by releasing those pent-up emotions by talking to you. So this is going to release a whole lot of pressure from their minds. Now, exam day strategy. The D-Day is very important. So the children should, keep everything ready a day before. The pens, pencils, calculator, admit card, writing board, whatever you need, it should be kept ready a day in advance so that you can leave early and arrive at the examination center at the earliest, because there are a few doubts which you would want to clarify with the teachers who come to wish you. And also, if you are early, you will avoid rushing and feeling flustered. Now, when ultimately you get into the examination hall and you get the question paper, read the instructions very carefully. That's very, very important. Because I have personally, when I would check the answer scripts of my students, there was one particular girl, because every time, you have to enter the medium of answering the questions. So usually, because we are all from English medium schools, we write English. And that day, there were two girls who had to attempt the Hindi paper, Hindi literature or language or whatever. And in the medium of answering, they wrote English. So because I was an invigilator, I got it corrected. So these are small little errors which students tend to make. So when you finally go and sit for the paper, read all the instructions carefully, because for all different papers, the instructions are different as well. So don't think that I read it yesterday, so today it should be the same or it would be same. No, every paper has different instructions. So understand the format and answer expected questions before attempting any other question. This is the rightest of mantras. Do those questions first, which you know very well. Keep leaving places for those that you can come back later and answer. So prioritize your time effectively and manage time. Some questions are long, some are short. So when you start with questions that you're confident about, see that they are the longer ones, and try to do the longer answers first, because towards the end, it's easier to answer shorter questions. Don't get stuck on any question. If you feel that you're not able to answer it at that particular time, just skip, go to the next question. Do not waste time, because time is at a premium over there. Stay calm and focused. There is nothing which is beyond you. It's the syllabus which you've done in school, in your class. So keep your mind calm and relaxed and focused. Because if you fluster, you may tend to forget other answers also. So take deep breaths. If you get stuck, visualize success. Just think, I will remember, I will get back to this. I cannot forget the things which I've done. So just relax. Do not get anxious. Avoid comparing yourself to others, because this is something which should never ever be done, because everyone is unique. I'm not you, you are not me. Trust yourself, trust the preparations that you've done, and then give your best shot to the questions. Teacher's role is quite important in exam time for their students. You need to provide a very positive and supportive environment. Do not ever tell your students that they are not worth it or they'll not be able to make it. Because if you create this kind of a congenial classroom atmosphere which encourages them, then only will you be able to minimize stress for them. Make them understand they are not the only ones who are appearing for the exam. We as students have also gone through similar routine or similar examinations, and every person in this world, sometimes or the other, has to appear for an exam. So acknowledge their efforts, praise their efforts, and celebrate their little achievements also. Effective communication over here means that you need to explain everything clearly over and over and over again. If a child is not able to understand, do not lose your patience. Continue to explain it to them. Be approachable. Don't say, now my time is over, I will not entertain any further questions. No, this is not done. So be approachable. Let them come to you even at odd hours. Even if they come to your place, do not get angry with them. Do not get upset. So give a lot of time to their questions and show your concern. Show that you are their well-wisher. You also need to guide them as far as time management is concerned. So help your students in creating realistic study schedules. Sometimes children, because they are not very adept at all of these things, their management, sometimes they may make a kind of a timetable which is not really good. So there you can pull in and you can tell them that, these changes are going to help you in a better manner. Give them tips for effective time management strategies. Also provide them some stress reduction techniques, simple exercises, simple ways to remember things, because, all of us are unique and all of us have certain, those magic things up our sleeve. So if we share those little tips with our students, it's going to help them get away with their anxiety. And also as teachers, I remember when I'm an English teacher, basically. So when I would go to meet my students, I used to make formats, letter format, essay format, notice format, diary entry. All these I would make because I knew that the moment they see me, they'll come running to me and they'll ask me for the formats. So beforehand, I would make those and I carried the papers with me. If possible, you can carry a little whiteboard with you. Make all these things. I mean, whatever is, relevant to your subject, you can make those last minute kind of capsules or tablets for the children to take. This is what good teaching is all about. Another few little tips for teachers: continue with regular assessments, continue taking tests, quizzes, etc., and provide effective feedback without creating any kind of pressure. Because if you do this, you will give ample practice to students, and that is going to increase their confidence. Be communicable, be very communicative, whatever they want to know, anytime, even outside class hours, even if they come to you during the lunch break, please, at least during exam time, do not turn them away. Promote healthy habits, make them have healthy eating, give them tips on good eating, to sleep well, and to do regular physical activity to optimize their output. And also collaborate with parents, because when parents and teachers, they team up together, they are the best well-wishers of students. So if they get together, then rest assured you will have best results with your students. Additional resources to help there are helplines. The national helpline in India is 1098. If you feel that professional help is required, you can always call up. There are some online resources also, like Mind and Headspace. They offer free resources like guided exercises for stress management. In some schools, there are school counselors as well, who are trained to support students with any kind of problem. It could be academic, it could be emotional as well. So during exams, the children have to be academically oriented, and also they must be very, very healthy emotionally. So in conclusion, I can say that if we implement these strategies, then both students and teachers can approach the board exams with a sense of calm, confidence, and resilience. Because we need to remember that success is not solely defined by exam scores, and prioritizing emotional well-being is crucial for navigating through this challenging period. So the school authorities, counselors, teachers, and the well-wishers of students, let us work together to make board exams a positive and pleasing experience, which can foster lifelong learning and growth, not just grades and stress. So this is something which everyone has to go through sometime or the other in their lives, and there is nothing to be to dread about. And one last tip before I wind up: when you study, I'm talking to students, when you study in groups, do not disclose how much you've done. don't ask the other friend how much they have completed, because if they have done more than you, there will be a tendency to feel nervous and flustered. Don't ever tell your secrets. I mean, you need to share, definitely, but there are certain things which are not to be shared, because if you do, then you tend to become nervous and flustered. So thank you, teachers and parents and students, for being here today. And I hope I have been able to share, some good tips with you, which are going to help you in reducing your stress. So wishing all the students a very, very great exam time. Wishing you good luck for all of your papers. Do well, get good marks, but always remember, this is not the end, or this is not the ultimate aim of your life. You have better things to do as you grow up, and whatever is your passion, follow it, and I'm sure success will itself come and welcome you with open arms. So on that positive note, here I say bye-bye for tonight. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. God bless you all. Take care. Bye-bye.